What's up? This is Ryan.
And this is Erin.
With One Board Family. Mm-hmm. And we're doing our Unmatched SummerSlam draft. This is the draft video. Essentially, what we wanted to do was, over the next couple of weeks during Friday Night Fight, we wanted to actually do a tournament of some of our favorite characters.
Make it fun.
Yeah. Something a little different that we've we've wanting to do for a while, but we just haven't gotten to. And so this video is going to be where Erin and I draft the different players, different fighters for the next couple of weeks.
And speaking of summer,
our air went out. A beast up in here.
It's fixed now, but it went out, and we live in the South, so it's really hot right now.
So if you see us drinking or dabbing our heads like that, we're not just classy Southerners. No, it's just hot. It's stupid hot. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so here's the rules of the draft. So Erin is going to go first. If we pick the same fighter in the same round, we're going to have our top 8 fighters, going head to head. If Erin picks the same fighter as I pick in the same round, both of them are banned. They cannot be played in any of the rounds. Mm-hmm. So as soon as Erin drafts a fighter, if I drafted them later in a future round, I can't use them. So we have like a list of alternates and things like that for each of the spots.
Hopefully it won't be too confusing.
Yeah. So we're going to draft spot number 8, our first match, which is actually going to be this Friday. So Erin, who do you have in your spot number 8?
I have Alice.
Alice, okay, one of my favorites.
Yep.
So
but
Alice,
I thought you might have Alice closer to number 1.
That's a good plan. So Erin has drafted Alice in slot number 8, and I'm actually drafting Houdini in my slot number 8.
All right.
So Houdini is my pick for that first match. So we have Alice versus Houdini.
Okay.
All right. So slot number 7.
Why don't you go first?
Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage. Okay.
So the rationale here is he's a defensive monster. I want somebody in this tournament to be really on the defense and really be able to be protected. So I feel like Luke Cage could probably go far, and he's one of the few Marvel characters that I picked.
Okay. So. Sun Wukong is who I picked. I feel comfortable with Sun Wukong, and I feel like they're a great fighter just overall.
Yeah, and you've played with Sun.
Yeah. That's my strategy. To play with as characters that I'm familiar with and I feel good about and confident with.
Okay. Next up, slot number 6. Why don't you go first?
Raptors.
Interesting because I have drafted.
Are powerful. Who did you draft?
T-Rex.
Oh.
So we're having another T-Rex.
T-Rex is my alternate.
Okay, so we have another T-Rex versus Raptors matchup.
That will be fun.
Because we did that before and it was a beatdown. So
I beat you down, right?
I think I've got to look back. So
I just remember, for me, some of the more memorable games were when I played as the Raptors and as T-Rex, actually, because I feel like they're both powerful.
That's right.
So we'll see how
T-Rex versus the Raptors in number 6. Number 5.
Your turn to go first.
I have Yananga in number 5. Yananga is my draft. Somebody who's got some range. So what do you have?
Invisible Man.
Invisible Man, one of your favorites. Yananga versus
an odd.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. So, but your movement, your ability to.
I like the fog tokens a lot, and that's one of the reasons I like to play as Invisible Man. That's going to be interesting.
It's going to come down to maps. So what we're going to do, what we probably need to do is do a random draw out of a bag for the map.
I feel like that would be the most fair.
Because Yananga versus Invisible Man on specific maps, I got to give it to Yananga all day. So all right. So number 4, who do you have?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot versus Elektra.
Oh, okay.
Bigfoot versus Elektra. So I've got Elektra going in at number 4. So we're going to see if her death and revive can work against Bigfoot. So number 3, I'm drafting Dracula.
Oh, Dracula. Okay. I am drafting Achilles.
Okay, Achilles versus Dracula. This is interesting. You haven't knocked off one of my 8 yet.
I thought this might happen.
Okay.
Because, when of course we don't know what the number 2 and 1 spots are, but I thought this might happen because I feel like we are very different in the fighters that we like to fight as and that we choose to fight as. And I feel like sometimes I like the more overall, other than Sherlock, I like the more overall big, powerful fighters that can do a lot. And you like the more thinky fighters as far as like Bloody Mary and Alice and ones that you have to really have special like abilities that you have to think through every turn.
Those because
and Little Red because of the basket and stuff.
Yep. So speaking of Little Red, let's go to number 2.
Oh, okay.
Who do you have at number 2?
Sinbad.
Sinbad versus Little Red.
That'll be pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
Sinbad versus Little Red.
Yep.
And then the number 1 spot, I had to go with Bruce Lee.
Yananga.
Oh, I took Yananga already. Ooh.
I don't feel that I know you did.
I took her at number 5.
I don't feel that you taking Yananga in a less powerful spot for you should override me playing Yananga as number 1.
Like the way that you drafted Alice at number 8.
You didn't even choose Alice.
Because you knew that I like Alice.
No. I didn't. That's not what happened.
Okay.
I feel I like Alice. Okay. She's not near my top, but I like her, so I was trying to think of someone that I like to play as.
So who's in your last spot? Because
it's not
Yananga. I already took her.
Beowulf.
That
is not who I wanted in
Bruce
my number 1
Lee
spot.
versus Beowulf in that last spot. Okay, so we have the matchups. First up is Houdini versus Alice. You'll see that this Friday night, and you'll see we should have, if I become inspired or make time for it, you should see a special thumbnail for each of the SummerSlam tournament items. So we're going to start off with Houdini versus Alice, and there are going to be some nights where we actually double up on some of these, or we may have a midweek match that isn't live, but we've pre-recorded.
That way it doesn't last.
Yeah, this way, because it's going to be, what is this? I think we said 13 weeks.
This is the end of June.
So this is 13 weeks basically worth of tournament, because it's going to be head-to-head going down to the final 2 fighters.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that is our matchup. So be sure to stay tuned. Subscribe to us at One Board Family all over the place, whether it's TikTok or Instagram
I can't believe you took my
YouTube.
number 1.
That is funny. That is funny.
It's not funny.
So yeah, I liked it.
It's not funny. I don't even get to play with Yananga at all now.
Yeah. You should have thought about that when I picked her at 5.
What was I going to do?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Stay tuned. SummerSlam coming up on Friday Night Fight. Until then, we'll see you at the table.
I didn't get to say it.
It's all good. Well, you can say it now.
Okay. We'll see you at the table.